wow. Sichuan displays priorities leh.
Who said this? Who said this? Who said this? We already have almost 1 million foreigners working here, and we cannot imagine simply expanding year after year and one day having 2 million foreigners working in Singapore.
This statement made by Wang Qianqian many decades ago. It was in a different geopolitical and geoeconomic environment, therefore, the dynamics of economics made this statement irrelevant. Chee Huan should know that every day is a new challenge and new decision is made accordingly.
Hey, hello, cherry picker. Haha, we will fact check on you lah. Hiya, certified cherry picker
Fact check.
Now, I talked about this in my previous video where I described how the PAP's foreign talent policy had negatively impacted upon our
Chee Huan and his half-baked innuendos and disinformation will be debunked here and now. Let me refresh you on economics that's an important of Sun Huan's political demise. Enjoy.
Of economics, where every decision and trend is a piece of a larger puzzle. On one side, there's microeconomics, akin to putting a magnifying glass over the daily hustle and bustle of markets. It's the realm where we decipher why a small bakery chooses to price its pastries a certain way, or how your choices at the supermarket send ripples through the economy. Microeconomics is about the individual players on the economic stage, each making decisions that weave the fabric of our market. Here we look at the economy as a whole, examining how nations navigate through the choppy waters of inflation, recession, and growth. Macroeconomics is like viewing the economy from a satellite, seeing how all these individual stories intertwine to create national and global trends. Understanding both micro and macro is like having a key to unlock the mysteries of the economic universe we all are a part of.
Lucius Tan, born and bred in Singapore, know a bit about Singapore history Phi related. Is the Singaporean government afraid of Chee Huan? I have heard the man speak, and to be honest, I don't find Chee impressive at all. I try to listen to most of the opposition guys to give them a chance to change my mind, but I usually come away disappointed. Anyway, if I am not impressed, I don't see why the ruling party will be afraid of him. Having seen firsthand how the governments of other countries rule, it would be difficult to change my mind about the top-drawer quality of the ruling party and the decisions they take.
Foreign talent has been a focus of rigorous debate in Parliament. I believe that Singapore needs to be open to foreign talent to remain vibrant and competitive. Here is a misconception from the article above and 2 strong reasons why we need to continue welcoming foreign talent. Firstly, the misconception. Many Singaporeans perceive foreign talent as taking away good jobs from locals. Some say that immigration causes Singapore to become more crowded, lowers standard of living, and increases social tensions. Reality is, the short-term negative effects of foreign talent coming to Singapore for work is much more visible and direct, while the long-term benefits of getting foreign talent are much more indirect and much less visible. The latter is in fact much weightier and much more significant. Now let me give you 2 long-term benefits that are easy to understand. The first benefit: when Singapore welcomes foreign talent, we are in fact attracting foreign investment and multinational corporations that will bring their people here to set up shop. This has resulted in our economy becoming much more efficient and vibrant, and it has also increased jobs for locals. We are better off because of outward-looking policies that view foreign talent favorably. Many also assume that when our doors are open, our country becomes more crowded and standard of living drops. Well, the quality of amenities, transport systems, and so on are dependent on the taxes we pay. When foreigners come to reside in Singapore, the cost is shared and government is able to build wider roads and better facilities. There's a good reason why larger cosmopolitan cities have better healthcare, convenience, and quality of life as a whole. Sure, there are social tensions and issues that we need to thresh out, but let's not be clouded by sentiment that we fail to see the concrete and substantial benefits foreign talent brings Singapore, especially in the mid to long run.
And I am a firm believer that the more talent you have in a society, the better the society will grow. If Singapore depends on the talent it can produce out of 3 million people, is not going to punch above its weight. It's because you've been drawing talent from across the globe, South Asia, Northeast Asia, China, India and beyond, that we have a vibrant economy which is way beyond what 3 million Singaporeans would be. 3 million Singaporeans with the talent that they produce can do. So you've got to accept the discomfort.
On doing the cleaning, and the kopitiam owner wasn't a Chinese and he's brought all his cooks in, that kopitiam would have stopped business. I mean, you see the way they work. They clean up. They've come here like our ancestors did, left their homes and determined to succeed. And you watch their children and how they are sweating their guts out learning English. So, in the schools, many schools, the top few often are Indians, bright Indians or bright Chinese. So, at the end of it all, I mean, besides complaining about language and so on, really, a Singapore father and mother says, look, you bring all these hungry, bright kids in. My children are going to have a tougher time. But would you want them to be competing against you or competing with you as part of your team? That's the alternative. You don't have them with you as part of our team, they'll be part of the Chinese team or the Indian team. I'll be upfront. Most of the bright Chinese students use us as a stepping stone to go on to America. They come to Singapore, get into our top schools, learn English and keep their Chinese, and they go into America on the Singapore quota. If you say you are an A-level or international baccalaureate from Raffles Junior College or Hwa Chung, the Ivy League, based on past records, will just take you in. If you say you're from Wuhan Zhongxiaoxue, number so and so, I said, oh, well, put Chinese quota, we can't have too many Chinese. And the parents are smart. So you're just pay to Obama, they follow their children here, one precious child, and invest their time, energy, effort for him to do well here and go on to America. So why are we so stupid? Because more than half of them will not make the grade to go to America. And the second tier is not bad for us. Then they will take our scholarships, come to NUS or NTU or SMU, and we promise them if they do well, we'll give them a postgraduate in America or Britain, whatever. Without them coming in, we are going to be a decrepit, aging society like Japan. But I give you another problem. Having come in, their husband and wife begins to adopt the Singapore practice, one child. See, they follow their neighbors. They calculate, say, why should I have more than one? Why, I can't go on holiday. I can't do this, I can't do that. One is enough. So, we got to make this breakthrough internally. Otherwise, we're going to have a constant problem. And we've got to get the people to realize, look, if we don't have 2.1 to replace ourselves, we are always dependent. And come 30, 40, 50 years, the Chinese cities will offer you conditions as good as Singapore. Then where do you get them? You go to the interior to get them. Already we are moving into the interior because the bright ones from the coastal regions are going direct to America or coming here and buzzing off. Their parents are bright. So it is a problem that we have to find a solution to. So we look at Sweden, we look at France, but you look at the cost. You know what the Swedish take as part of the revenue? 54% of GDP. In other words, you earn $500,000, 60% goes to the state to support all this. The same way a Singaporean male and woman looks at this and says, okay, I'm off to America where I don't have to do this. You have lost your people. So we are caught in a bind. We got to decide that this is our country, this is our society, and we must remain the majority. Yes, we will take immigrants, yes, we will take talented people, but we must be the majority. Otherwise, they will change us if they are the majority. So, I think 25 years from now, Singapore will be more cosmopolitan because you've got many people from China, India, Malaysia, the region. We have European children doing national service. They've decided, Eastern Europe, parents come here, says, oh, this is a nice place, stay here. Equal opportunities. So we're going to have a Caucasian population domiciled with second generation here. Many of our women are marrying Caucasian men. So you've read in the newspapers, taxi driver says, where are you going? He says, Yio Chu Kang. He says, Yio Chu Kang? I thought Europeans stay in the Tanglin area. I said, no, I stay in Yio Chu Kang. He has a Singapore wife. He's got no expat pay. In the old days, he doesn't get Singapore citizenship. We lose him and his wife and the children. So we thought it over. That will make matters worse for us. Better keep them here. We got bright children. Because the woman is a graduate, he is a graduate. Why do we want to lose them? So, we are going to become more cosmopolitan. The second generation will speak like us, will behave like us, and culturally they'll become part of us. But ethnically, more diverse. But that's happening all over the world. In Europe, America, only in Japan they don't want foreigners. So this is a world in flux, and we are part of it. What is the end result? I say that depends on us and whether we have 2.1 reproduction rate. It's simple as we don't have that, we are going to have this constant stream of new citizens who coming in here will become like Singaporeans and also have one child. Then we are perpetually stuck.
Hey, hello friends, we come to the end already. Have you subscribed yet? Yeah, press the subscribe button and the like button and the share button. Thank you and have a nice day.